March 2004, India and Pakistan. A rivalry that transcends sport. A history forged in fire, filled with tension, passion, and moments that shook the cricketing world. But this time, it was different. India was stepping onto Pakistani soil for a full-fledged tour after 15 long years. An entire generation had never seen an Indian test team battle it out in Pakistan. The stakes were high, emotions were running wild, and the pressure was unbearable. And in the middle of it all, one man, fearless, audacious, and utterly destructive, seized the moment and changed history forever. This was Virender Sehwag's legendary 309 in Multan, a knock that did not just break records, it redefined batting itself against Pakistan in Pakistan. The 2004 tour was no ordinary tour. It was a diplomatic breakthrough, a historic moment where cricket was once again a bridge between two nations. The last time India had played a test series in Pakistan was in 1989. Since then, the doors had shut. Political turmoil, cross-border tensions, and wars had kept the two nations apart. But after years of negotiations, cricket was finally back, and the expectations were astronomical. Sourav Ganguly's men were stepping into the lion's den, facing a Pakistan side that was desperate to stamp its dominance at home. The opening test was in Multan, but what Pakistan did not know was they were about to witness a storm like never before. March 28, 2004. The sun burned down on Multan Cricket Stadium. With Sourav Ganguly sidelined due to injury, India's leadership mantle fell to Rahul Dravid, the calm, composed strategist stepping in for the fiery leader. India won the toss and chose to bat. The crowd was deafening. Pakistan's pacers were eyeing their prey, licking their lips at the thought of dismantling India's batting lineup. But out walked a man who didn't care about reputations. Virender Sehwag took his guard, unfazed, as if pressure simply did not exist in his world. He had heard the whispers, people saying he wasn't a test player, that his reckless style wouldn't survive in the longest format. He had failed in the ODIs before this test, and if he failed again, he knew he could be dropped. But Sehwag wasn't thinking about failure. He was thinking about destruction. Shoaib Akhtar, the Rawalpindi Express, came charging in like a beast unleashed. 155 km/h thunderbolts aimed at Sehwag's body, at his stumps, at his head. Mohammad Sami followed suit, clocking 145 km/h, hungry for an early wicket. Pakistan's plan was clear: break Sehwag early. But Sehwag had other ideas. He didn't just survive, he counterpunched. Every drive, every cut, every flick was a dagger into Pakistan's hopes. Shoaib tried to intimidate him with sheer pace. Sehwag slashed him over point for six. Mohammad Sami tried to cramp him for room. Sehwag crunched him through cover with elegance. Abdul Razak tried to swing it away. Sehwag flicked him disdainfully to the ropes. By the time he reached his 100, Pakistan's bowlers were running out of ideas. And how did he get there? In the most Sehwag way possible. An uppercut of Shoaib Akhtar for six. It wasn't just a century, it was a statement. Sehwag was playing like a man possessed. And then, when he was on 120, he stepped out again and lofted another six of Saqlain Mushtaq. This time, it made Sachin Tendulkar nervous. Tendulkar jokingly warned Sehwag, "If you hit another six, I'll hit you with this bat." But Sehwag, he just smiled. Nothing could tame him. Nothing could contain him. The next morning, India resumed at 3:56 for 2. Sehwag was already on a monstrous 228. But was he satisfied? Not a chance. Pakistan came with new plans, new strategies. Reverse swing, short pitch attacks, spin variations. But nothing worked. Shoaib ran in harder, angrier. But Sehwag wasn't playing the game Pakistan expected. He was playing a game of his own. He played fearless cricket, untamed and unrestrained. He swept, he pulled, he drove. Every shot, a blow to Pakistan's spirit. Then, a moment that made history. Sehwag became the highest individual scorer for India in Test cricket, surpassing VVS Lakshman's 281. But he wasn't finished yet. As most batters inch closer to milestones, nerves creep in. They tread carefully, nudging singles, avoiding risks. But Sehwag? Caution wasn't in his vocabulary. At 295, he turned to Tendulkar and declared, "I'm going to hit a six." Tendulkar, hesitant at first, eventually gave a reluctant nod. The crowd held its breath as Saqlain Mushtaq floated one up. Sehwag, fearless as ever, danced down the track, swung his bat with full force, and boom, launched the ball over mid-wicket.
There it is, huge six, 300, and can you believe it? He got a 100 with a six. He ramped it over third man. He made his mind up. The audacity to think about just launching one over deep mid-on. A brilliant 300.
The stadium exploded. The dressing room stood in disbelief. Virender Sehwag had done the unthinkable. He had become the first Indian to score a triple century in Test cricket, and he had done it in the most audacious way possible, with a six. History was rewritten, and the cricketing world would never see batting the same way again. Years earlier, when VVS Lakshman fell short of 300 and was dismissed for 281 against Australia, a young Sehwag, still a newcomer in the side, had walked up to him and made a bold promise. "One day, I will be the first Indian to score a triple century." At the time, Sehwag wasn't even a Test player. Mind you, he had yet to make his debut in the longest format and had only played a handful of ODIs since his debut in 1999. Big words indeed from a person yet to make his mark on the international stage. It sounded like youthful arrogance, but in Multan, he turned those words into reality. His shots, his aggression, his relentless dominance. It was a promise fulfilled. Sehwag's innings lasted 375 balls and 531 minutes of sheer dominance. He smashed 39 fours and 6 sixes, tearing apart one of the fiercest bowling attacks of the time. It was not just a triple century, it was a war cry that announced his arrival as a Test great. India declared at a colossal 675 for 5. Pakistan, still reeling from Sehwag's assault, never recovered. Irfan Pathan ripped through the lineup. Anil Kumble spun a web of destruction by taking 6 wickets. Pakistan folded. India crushed them by an innings and 52 runs. And more importantly, they went on to win the series 2-1, their first ever Test series victory in Pakistan. And amidst all the celebrations, one title stuck forever: the Sultan of Multan. Sehwag had not just played an innings, he had carved his name into cricketing folklore. When the dust settled in Multan, it wasn't just about the 309 runs. It was about a fearless warrior who shattered Pakistan's invincibility at home. He proved aggression had a place in Test cricket, and that self-belief could destroy the fiercest bowling attacks. From that day, India wasn't just competitive, they were a force, with the Sultan of Multan at the helm, changing the game forever. So guys, that's it for today's video. If you want to witness Sachin's masterclass against Australia without a single cover drive, or want to watch how good was Virender Sehwag, click on the videos being displayed on your screen. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, keep watching this beautiful game. See you soon.